Classics is sponsored by WCBE 90.5 FM, Columbus, Ohio, and is produced by John DeSando and Johnny DiLoretto. Listen to shows online at WCBE.org.
I'm John DeSando.
And I'm G Kline, sitting in for Johnny DiLoretto.
And this is...
Cinema Classics.
Thank you. KG. Summer. That's what we're talking about. Summer 22.
It is indeed. For those who can't see, I am sitting here in my bright yellow shirt, just bathing in the summer glow and remembering the summer movies.
Well, I don't think you can forget that Maverick was the big, what do they call it? Top Gun?
It was
Maverick?
Top Gun. It was the blockbuster of the summer. It was the anticipated film, and it lived up to expectations.
And you know, as a sequel, not a bad job at all.
In many ways, better than the original.
Okay. What'd you like better?
I liked the relationship much better. I think that Tom had a much better chemistry than he had originally with Kelly McGillis. For one thing, he doesn't chase his partner into into the restroom and have a band playing to them.
Well, listen, and poor Kelly McGillis can only watch this movie.
She is not in it.
She's not in it, poor girl.
Although they do bring back a couple of characters from the original.
Yeah, and who most prominently
is
yeah.
What is his name?
Yeah.
Well, the character is Iceman.
Yeah, the Iceman.
Yeah, the Iceman.
Yes.
The Iceman comes back. He is an admiral now.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, he has an illness. He can't speak. So we get to see him, but we don't get to hear him.
All right, Ken. Now this is not necessarily our favorite movie, but it is surely the one you need to say right away. Look at if you want a good summer with blockbusters, typical that, it would be Top Gun Maverick. Now, give me your favorite of the summer.
My favorite movie of the summer would have to be Mrs. Harris Goes to Paris.
Now, what's that all about?
Okay, Mrs. Harris Goes to Paris. If you are looking for a very warm, wonderful film that restores your faith in humanity, you can do no better than Mrs. Harris Goes to Paris. It's the story of an elderly woman who has spent her whole life as a housekeeper. And all her life she has dreamed of one day owning a beautiful dress like she sees in the fashion magazines, where they show these models dressed in their fine clothes. And she wants to be able to look in the mirror and see the person on the outside that she feels she is on the inside.
And you know, this is, last year we had House of Gucci, I think.
We did. We had House of Gucci.
And we had the one with Mark Rylance, The Outfit.
The Outfit,
yes. This year, and I rewatched Phantom Thread. Mm-hmm. So if you're looking for scenes, some seamless movies, these are ones that, and Mrs. Harris being the lightest, and Leslie Manville just excellent.
Oh, everyone in the cast is just wonderful. This is a great date night movie. There's nothing in this movie that would offend. It makes you come away feeling very, very warm and happy, and I can't recommend it enough.
Well, I'll tell you the worst movie for me in the year.
Oh, what was it?
Because frequently I'm a cheerleader for movies, right?
Okay.
And I'm a cheerleader for making sure you don't see this movie. And it's called Mac and Rita.
The Diane Keaton movie.
Yes, it is. And it is well put. It is all about Diane Keaton. And she's a producer. And so she can use her money if she wants, but please don't subject me to her silliness and her big belts and her polka dot dresses and her oh gosh attitude at 75 or however old she is. This doesn't work for me here.
So what was the worst part of the movie?
The worst part was the number of close-ups for her.
Oh no.
And actually, of course, she looks good because she does look good, but she's no comedian. And she doesn't have Woody Allen here. It's a loss. She flips back. She goes ahead in time. Is it flip back in time? I get confused. Anyway, this young woman, Diane Keaton's her older self. Some magic, circus magic, catapults her into the future, and so she's an old lady with a young heart, and she still has Diane Keaton playing a young woman, even though she's an old. I mean, Ken, stop that now. Stop
She-
goading me.
She does not have the supporting cast that she needs to draw attention
Oh,
away from
I
it.
know, but she won't give him the time anyway.
Oh, no.
All right, give me another one.
Okay, let's talk about Jurassic Park Dominion.
Oh, all right.
Jurassic Park Dominion is a good example of why you do not change your cast during production. Now, the film originally had a very good script. It was a good science fiction script. It was about the two characters that have been in the last two Jurassic Park films, the couple. The wife is Ron Howard's daughter.
Yes, Bryce Dallas.
Yes, and a new character, a teenage girl who has escaped from a genetics research laboratory, who has a mysterious past and has a weird ability to communicate with dinosaurs. And in the original script, she has never been sick a day in her life. Well, at some point during the filming, they decided at Universal that this was going to be the last Jurassic Park movie, and they were going to make it a big blowout film and go out with a bang. So they decided to bring back Alan Grant and Abby Sadler and Ian Malcolm and as much of the original cast that survived.
Yeah.
Well, the problem was they didn't have a story for them.
They sure didn't.
So they had to rewrite the script in order to squeeze them in.
It was great to see them. And you know who it was great to see?
Who's that?
Brad Pitt in Bullet Train.
Oh, gosh, yes.
What do
Yes,
you think?
yes,
I mean, that was a much anticipated movie of the summer.
that was probably my most enjoyable film of the summer. I mean, the thing I like about that movie is it reminds me of, well, first of all, action comedies are very, very hard to write. Romantic comedies are easy because romance is just inherently funny anyway.
Yes.
But action comedies, without just making it a series of one-liners, are very difficult to write. And this film reminded me of Tarantino's movies. It reminded me of the great action comedies of the 80s like Buckaroo Banzai and Hudson Hawk. And somewhere out there right now there's somebody saying, did he just say Hudson Hawk? And yes, I did. So it has that feel. Everyone in the cast is fantastic, especially the girl. Patricia King, I think is her name.
Okay.
And who has very little acting credit behind her. She did a series of the Kissing Booth movies. But they all do fantastic jobs, and it proves once again that Brad Pitt is a character actor.
All right.
He may have a leading man's face, but at the end of the day, he is always best when he's a character actor.
He surprises me, but he's lived through that his whole life. Pretty face, he has to overcome it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, here's one that I think was powerful this summer, controversial. Nope.
Nope. Yeah, my reaction after seeing Nope was to say, nope.
All right, this is Jordan Peele, and he
Yeah.
is somebody to watch, of course. As we know, Get Out told us right away. He had talent than us, than this. And Nope I found intriguing, but still perplexing in some places. The mixture of science fiction and contemporary satire, the movie business, he was, I think perhaps in Nope he was trying too much, but I was okay. I was okay with it. And you were not as thrilled.
I was not as thrilled.
Yeah.
The biggest problem I've had with Jordan Peele is he has a hard time coming up with a character arc. His characters often end at exactly the same place as their characters began.
That's a good one.
You don't see a lot of growth in the characters. They go through experiences, but they don't really grow from them.
All right, let me ask you, in the horror genre, I'm thinking of one that I was surprised was very good. I don't know if I'm surprised.
I am thinking of one that I'm surprised was good as well. So
All
let's see
right,
if we're thinking of the same one.
I'm opening with Black Phone.
I'm going to say Black Phone as
All
well.
right.
Yes.
Bingo.
Yes. The reason why Black Phone was so good is it is the best Stephen King movie that Stephen King did not write.
I know.
It was written by Joe Hill, his son.
Yes, that's right. And the star is, yeah.
Who
Look
is
at you, the two of us having these moments.
Well, are you referring to the villain?
Yeah.
Ah, no, Ethan Hawke.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There we
Ethan
go.
Hawke in a mask for most of the film, but definitely showing his star credentials.
Yeah, Ethan Hawke. Well, all right, we're getting close to the end.
And I want to talk about what I feel is the greatest moment in films in the summer of 2022. And for that, I'm going to go to the movie Lightyear. And Lightyear has a moment that just stands out. And the film tells a story of Buzz Lightyear and his co-pilot Alicia and they crash land their colonization ship on a planet that is habitable, but it is not the destination they were supposed to go to. And throughout the opening of the film, Buzz is determined to get back the colony back to the planet they were heading to. And he goes in this small one-man ship to test a drive engine that will get them off the planet. Now
All right, now, you're gonna have to get your point, and people are gonna have to come back to Double Take to hear the end of this. If you can just give me the end of it, we'll go into it when we get into our
Okay.
podcast, Double Take.
So every time Buzz is gone, to him it's 15 minutes because he's traveling near the speed of light, but when he comes back, 4 years have passed. And so we get these little snapshots of life on the planet every 4 years. And one of the times he comes back, he's introduced by his co-pilot Alicia to her girlfriend. And Buzz does nothing. He does not react. He does not make a comment. He does not even raise an eyebrow. He reacts as though this is perfectly normal, because it is. And this is a huge departure for Disney, because just 4 years ago...
We're talking same-sex.
We're talking same-sex
All right,
relationships.
so hold on to that. We're gonna continue on to that when we get to Double Take. For the summer, Ken,
Yeah.
would you recommend one movie that people should see?
One movie that you should see would be Mrs. Harris Goes to
Good.
Paris.
And I have to agree. It's light, it's heavy, it has everything going for it, and Leslie Mann.